Good evening, everyone. This is Sriram. I'm, the co-founder and CEO of Indigo Learn, and I'm also the lead faculty for CFA. Right. I hope most of you know me. If not, just as an introduction, I myself am a chartered accountant, also a CFA US, and also an ISB Hyderabad graduate. Thanks everybody for joining to this webinar. So as we said, this webinar is about top 5 FAQs, and you can see here what are the top 5 FAQs on with respect to CFA level 1. One is structure, pass rate, dates, difficulty, and tips. Okay, so these are the 5 questions that we've got from students, top 5 FAQs. Before we proceed further, I would just like you guys to take you guys through certain things that have happened in the last couple of weeks. First one, we did have an interactive seminar and a discussion or a webinar a couple of weeks ago, which was on CFA, the overall, what is the scope of CFA, what kind of jobs that, CFA student charter holders get, or what is the cost, and what is the overall return. Right. So, and also we discussed about fit, that is, what kind of a person fits, what are the requirements, so on and so forth. Now, this webinar is available on our YouTube channel. You can go and check it out. The YouTube channel is OneFin by, CFA by OneFin. You can search for it on YouTube, CFA by OneFin. Right. So this webinar is available. Then last week, we actually had the first live class starting, and we also had that was the orientation class, and we gave free access to a lot of people to attend this as a demo, and quite a few students attended as a demo. And after that, quite a few of them actually even joined our classes. Right. So if any of you want to access that demo, please send an email to us at support@indigolearn.com, and we'll share the access link for that particular demo. I know you can actually have a look at that and then take your decision on how to enroll and what all. Right. After that, I want to highlight who we are and what we do. So we at Indigo Learn are India's premier e-learning, e-learning portal for specifically finance and accounting courses. And we have recently launched CFA Level 1 in association with Kaplan. Kaplan is the world leader in CFA coaching, and we and Kaplan, we meaning Indigo Learn, or OneFin by Indigo Learn as we call ourselves. So OneFin by Indigo Learn is who we are, and Kaplan is the world leader in CFA coaching. Both of us have worked together and are providing now live classes to all of you. In addition to that, we also provide printed books of Kaplan, which are on demand from a lot of CFA students. So we provide original printed books to everybody, and we provide live classes, and all our live classes are taken by faculty who are CFA charter holders and who have vast and varied experience in industry, in investment management industry, so on and so forth. Right. So we provide this to you, and we, believe me, the amount of effort we have put in these live classes, or the amount of effort we put in our CA classes, what we teach for students, is tremendous amount of student orientation. It is with the intent that the students should succeed. Right. So we actually have a lot of chartered accountants, a lot of CFAs working in an organization. All of us have put in this combined effort. Some of you might be knowing my co-founder Suraj, who's an all India rank holder in CA. Then I am there. Then we have Sahib Deep, who earlier worked in investment banks, and we have at least 5 or 6 other faculty who work in international banks like HSBC, Barclays, and other places. All of us are working together to provide you these live classes. Now, what are the study tools in Kaplan? So Kaplan, when you enroll with us, we provide you the Schwezer notes, basically, which are these printed notes, and also we give you ebooks. We also give you, weekly resources. They give you videos. They give you a question bank. Then there are quizzes. These are some amazing quizzes that they have online. So you get access to Kaplan's online portal as well as Indigo Learn's portal when you enroll with us. And Kaplan's portal has multiple choice quizzes. Why multiple choice quizzes? Because entire CFA exam is actually held online in a computer center, and the exam is computer based, and the exam is primarily in form of MCQs. Right? We will actually take you through that. And this Kaplan website actually has these quizzes. They give you analytics, they give you stuff around, how good you are, how bad you are, what is the most difficult topic for you. So they give a lot of information to you. All of that you'll get access to if you enroll with us. right? So there's a tremendous amount of information and resources which will help you to succeed in the exam, right? So this is the website that people who enroll with us get access to. This is called Vital Source. They actually can sign in, and they can actually access most of the stuff what I was discussing about. Now coming back to the main agenda of today's meeting, which is what are the top 5 FAQs with respect to CFA Level 1. The first question that we've got from a lot of people is, what is the exam structure, right? What is the exam structure? And I have given you some indication of what the exam structure is. If some of you have heard what I was speaking in the last few minutes, right? So how is the exam structure? So let's go to it. So it is a computer based exam with 180 independent MCQs. So it is MCQ based, especially level 1, split between two 135-minute sessions. That is, you have 2 sessions. Each session is 2 hours 15 minutes. 135 minutes means 2 hours 15 minutes. So you have 2 sessions on a single day. Okay, you have to attend the first session, then take a break if required, and attend the second session. In both of them, you have 180 MCQs. So 135 minutes, 180 MCQs. Basically, you have to answer roughly, for each MCQ, you get roughly 1 minute 15 seconds or 1 minute 20 seconds, right? So that is the first. Second thing is, the exam dates are typically, for level 1, you have exam 4 times a year, February, May, August, and November. And the exam is not on a single date for all the CFA students. Okay, please don't be under this misconception that there is a single exam date. No, there are multiple dates. So between 16th and 22nd of May, you have CFA Level 1 exam. You can choose a date that you want, just the way you choose your passport date. No, like that, you have to choose a date. After registering for the CFA exam, you also have to choose a date, and then you have to schedule a date, and then you go and write the exam, right? For May exams, the scheduling deadline is 15th of February. For May 23 exams, deadline is 15th of February 2023. Before that, you have to schedule, right? And the exam centers are in selected cities, in Hyderabad, in India, 16 odd cities, which include Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, bunch of them, right? There are about 16 cities in India. You can go to the exam center and then write on the scheduled date. Okay, now coming thereafter, what is the structure? As I said, 2 hours 15 minutes for each session with optional break. Now, what is this other thing? First session has specific topics, which is ethics. QM means quantitative methods, ESO and FSA. Okay, these are again topics. We will discuss, what are these topics. Then second session has another 90 MCQs, which cover corporate issuers, equity, fixed income, derivatives, and alternative investments and portfolio management, right? So these are 2 sessions. First session has specific topics. Second session has another set of specific topics. Now, just to give you kind of examples of the questions that are asked, okay, the first kind of questions that are asked is sentence completion, which is basically, fill in the blank kind of a thing. If 12-month continuously compounded return of a security associated with 12-month holding period return is close to what, right? Security is 9%, its associated 12-month return holding period return is close to what? So you have to compute and complete. Second kind of question is, which of the following is most likely an assumption of technical analysis? Security markets are efficient, market tends to reflect so-and-so behavior, they react quickly. So these are basically 2 kinds of questions that you are asked in CFA Level 1 exam. So these vary again. In Level 2 and Level 3, you'll have very different kind of questions, case study based questions, so on and so forth. Now, just coming back to, what are the topics in by level. So if you see Level 1, you have ethical and professional standards, which is roughly 15 to 20%. These are all percentage, by the way. Then quantitative methods is 8 to 12%. Economics is again same range. Financial statement analysis is 13 to 15%. And corporate issues is 8 to 12%. And you also have equity investments, fixed income, derivatives, alternative investments, and portfolio management. You see, some points I want you to note. Across all 3 levels, ethics is very, very important. Especially in Level 1, ethics is very important. There are few topics which are not covered in Level 3, but other than that, all topics are covered across all levels. Okay. And if you see here, Level 1 is, almost all the topics have equal weightage except ethical and professional standards and financial statement analysis. Whereas if you come to Level 3, portfolio management has higher weightage. And what is the reason? CFA charter holders are primarily in the, investment management industry, where they work with portfolio of, various asset classes, various assets. They invest those assets, which is why portfolio management has a very, very high weightage in CFA Level 3. Okay, this is the syllabus. So how many questions did we have? We actually had what is the structure. So in that, I'm covering what is the structure and what is the syllabus. Right. Next comes pass rates, dates, difficulty, and tips. So let us move forward. Yeah, pass rate. Pass rate is the second question. So is CFA level 1 tough or is it easy? See, if you look at the 10-year average pass rate, no, it is level 1 is 42%. Okay, level 2 is 45, level 3 is 52. So if you see this, a lot of people tend to think that, level 1 should ideally be easy, level 3 should be tough, and so on and so forth. But see, what happens is a lot of people enroll in CFA thinking that they will do it. But once they get into it, they realize whether they want to, pursue it or not. And then they take a decision whether, they want to continue it or not. Okay, which is why you see that, very few, it is not almost everybody, but quite a few people actually go and take a decision that a level, once they get in, they decide that, this is what I want to pursue, and which is why you see this pass rates. And second thing is, once you get clear level 1, no, there is very high level of motivation for you to finish level 2 and level 3, which is why you see the level 3 pass percentage is much higher, right? Other thing I want to highlight is, if you look at the pass percentage over the last 10 years, you see that, pass percentage initially was 42, then during COVID time, it fell to 29, and then again, it is coming back. So this is an aberration. Why is this an aberration? During COVID time, a lot of us had problems. And at that point of time, students could not access or they had multiple other difficulties which they were facing, and hence they chose not to, a lot of them chose not to write, or, even if they write, they were not fully prepared, so on and so forth. And this is world over, and this is across various courses, right? So we should treat this period of, 21, 22 as an aberration. Largely the pass percentage is 40, 41, 42 average thereabouts. And I think that's a very decent rate. If you put in efforts, you will definitely succeed, right? Okay, now moving to the next one. What are CFA level 1 exam dates? As I said, there are 4 dates in a year, 4 periods: February, May, August, and November. And with respect to CFA, you have 2 kinds of registrations. In fact, there are 3 activities. Okay. One is there is something called as early registration window, which closes 6 months before the exam. Then you have a standard registration window, which closes 3 months before the exam, or 3 to 4 months before the exam. Then you have something called a scheduling deadline. So if you look at this May exam, right, I am now referring to May exam because that is the next exam for which you can register. The early registration window closed 6 months ahead of May, which is November 9th, the registration window closed. Standard registration is open till 31st Jan. So February, March, April, and May is the exam, right? So 3 months before standard registration window ends, right? So you have to register during this, before 31st of Jan. If you register, you will be eligible to write in May. Whereas if you look at the August exam, the early registration window is open till 1st of February 23, and the standard registration window is open till May 23. Okay. Now, it is not enough if you just register for the exam. You also have to schedule your exam. Why? Because it is an online computer-based exam, as we said. So the dates of exam are 16 to 22nd. So you have to, before 15th of February, after you finish your registration, you have to go, you have to choose a date, and you have to choose a date which does not clash with your other exams or other, semester exams or whatever the case may be, right? So you can go and choose a specific date which will fit you. Okay. So this is one other important thing that you have to take care of. And this scheduling deadline closes roughly 2.5 months before the exam date. If you don't schedule your exam, gone. Okay. And there is also again a late scheduling facility, but then you have to pay again another $250, which is another 20,000 rupees. So please do not get into that particular, mode, right? Then what is the journey? So if you are somebody is joining for, clearing this CFA level 1 in May 23, if they pass, they can write the level 2 exam in November 23. And if they pass that, they can write the level 3 exam in August 24. So it has taken them roughly 18, 19 months to clear entire CFA, provided they clear one after the other immediately without any, break. Right. However, if you let us say you write the exam in August, then you can also write level 2 in May, and then you can write level 3 in February 25. Here it will probably take you slightly longer, about again 17, 18 months thereabouts, and you can clear the entire CFA within 18 months. However, I don't know how many of you are aware or how many of you have attended our previous sessions where we explained that if you're pursuing BCom, you can write level 1 in second year of BCom or third year of BCom, but you can write level 2 only after you finish your BCom, right? Or if you're, let's say, an engineer, you can write it in second year or third year or fourth year, you can write level 1. But level 3, level 2 and level 3, you can write it only after you finish your undergraduation. Okay. So please note that this 18 months is subject to the fact that you also will be finishing your graduation or have already finished your undergraduation. Okay. This is the broad, way in which you can actually clear your CFA exams. Right. Now, difficulty, right? We discussed this. Level 1 has lowest pass percentage compared to level 2 and 3. It is primarily due to motivation only. It has got no other reason. In some cases, people may start it and leave it, but I largely think that it is motivation issue. Second, because what is motivation issue? Moment you clear level 1, you are like, yeah, I've cleared it. Now let me go and write level 2 and level 3 and just, somehow, put that extra effort and clear the exam. Now, what every candidate has, different strengths and weaknesses. But the key thing, what I want to highlight is a CFA exam, at least on the face of it, they specify that, each topic does not have a minimum cutoff. Right. We discussed in, 3 or 4 slides ago that there are so many topics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each topic does not have a cutoff. Okay. So, but on an overall level, there is a cutoff, and typically, the cutoff is, around 50% or 55%, and they also moderate it and all that. So it depends attempt to attempt, and the cutoff is typically you have to score a minimum of 50% marks. This 50% is an approximate number because they don't reveal it. It is based on our discussions with candidates, our experience, so on and so forth. I'm telling you, sometimes it is 55% also, sometimes it is slightly less than 50% also. Sometimes it is even higher if the paper is easy. Okay. Level 1, honestly, if you ask me, you get the simplest type of questions. Level 2 and level 3 are far more complex. Okay. Level 1, if you honestly ask me, is a fairly simple testing methodology. And level 1 is also simple because it is very clear that you study this 300 hours and you attend coaching with people like us. There is very, very high certainty that if you attend our coaching, you do the 300 hours of study and you solve all the mock quizzes that we give you on Kaplan side, there is very, very high possibility. There is more than 95% possibility that you will succeed in the exam. Okay, you do just what we say, it will happen. Right? It is, it is that there is a. Yeah, so actually, I want to, Saidip actually shared one feedback with me. Even though the pass percentage is 50%, right? 50%, one has to target more than 70 in most of the topics, so that in some of the topics, if you get less than 50 also, it will average out. Okay, it's a very valid point, Saidip. Students have to target more than 70% in all the topics, because there will always be 1 or 2 topics where you will score less than 50. Okay. And in that, on an overall basis, you will cross that 55% or whatever the threshold is, right? So that is one point that I want to, reiterate. Now, coming back to this 300 hours of study. So this 300 hours of study is you have to independently do before you, appear for the exam. This involves taking mocks, going through revision, writing your own notes, or, making your own formula sheets, whatever. We will give you formula sheets from our side. We will give you entire videos with unlimited views till your exam date. We will give you, hundreds of questions, at least 4 full-length mocks. If you do all of that, there is very, very high probability, 95% probability that you will succeed in the exam. Okay. Then coming back to, next question, what are the tips? Okay. So tips here are, 40% you should spend time on learning, 40% on practicing, and 20%, last 20% is how you succeed, how you keep your calm, how you maintain your, calm and write the exam. Okay, so this is first tip. Second tip is you have to know all the formulae very well, for which, we provide you formula sheet, we provide you explanations. So you have to revise multiple times the formula, because in exam, there is no formula sheet that is given to you, right? Third, you have to answer all questions because there is no negative marking. Okay. And as I was highlighting to you, you have to aim to score more than 70% in all topics, which is when you will cross the minimum threshold. And last but not the least, you have to purchase a calculator. So if you are not already aware, CFA Institute allows you to use a very different calculator, not what is used, scientific calculator, or, not that normal CA exam calculator or CMA exam calculator. This is a very different calculator. It is called, typically most of the people use Texas Instrument calculator. The calculator itself itself, you can probably go and check it out on Amazon. You will get that calculator. And it is very important that you start using the calculator from day one of your preparation. You don't figure out about the calculator 5 days before the exam. Because why? This calculator is very, very special. Why is it special? It allows you to compute present value, future value of cash flows. So you can basically enter 10 cash flows, and then you can give a rate and ask for present value, it will give you present value. You ask for future value, it will give you future value. You give a set of cash flows and ask for IRR, it will give you IRR. Okay, so this calculator is an amazing calculator. This is very, very useful. So please buy that calculator on the first day of your class itself. On the first day of class itself, you should have that calculator ready with you, and you should use it to practice multiple times so that on the exam date, you are very, very comfortable. Right. Then this is I think this is the fourth question. Oh, no, this is the fifth question. Right. So we've completed all the top 5 questions with respect to CFA exams. Now I'm open for questions from your side. Right. So we are here to take all the questions that you have. What is the name of the calculator? So the name of the calculator is Texas Instruments BA+2. You go and search for this on Amazon. You'll be able to get it. CFA TA. Yeah. So somebody's also raised a hand. Who's this? Mamta, right? Yeah, please go ahead, Mamta.
Yes, sir. I am a CA student. I completed my Group 1 and Group 2 exams now. Result is pending for Group 2, doing Article 3. And my final attempt is in November 24. So can I appear for the August for level 1, August or November? Maybe?
Yes. Have you finished your BCom?
No, I'm in 3rd year of BCom.
Okay, so you can definitely appear. Do you have your international passport, your travel passport?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you have your passport, if you're in final year of BCom and you are in pursuing CA, 3rd CA final, you can definitely pursue. Only thing is, CA Institute has that requirement, no, that you have to take their permission for enrolling in a course and all of that. So I think you can do that, but even then it will not be a problem for you because you are already in 3rd year BCom. And by the time you write CFA Level 1 exam in August, you would have already finished BCom, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it is definitely possible. You should definitely enroll. You can enroll with us, and you also have to register with the CFA Institute, and you can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Mamta. Thanks, Mike. Who else? What are the other questions? Sir, I worked in Axis Bank as a BRO. Okay, so Jagdishwar and Kannan, what is the question thereafter? CFA exam useful because I prepared for CMA. So you are saying that because you prepared for CMA, this is Jagdishwaran, is this CMA India or CMA US? Please type the response. CMA India or CMA US? You can raise the hand, so I'll unmute you. You can directly ask the question, Jagdishwaran. Rohit Sharma. Wait, Rohit Sharma. I'll just respond to this. Yeah, Jagdishwaran. So CMA India, you're preparing for it. Now, the thing, Jagdishwaran, is the content of the course is very different for between CMA and CFA. CFA is slightly more mathematics oriented, and not everything. It has some elements of maths. You have quantitative methods as a topic, so it has some element of statistics. So just because you have finished CMA or you're going through CMA doesn't mean that automatically you will, everything will be easier or, everything it will be comfortable. You still have to put the effort. Same thing applies for CA students also. Somebody who's preparing SFM and CA final cannot say that just because I know SFM in CA final or I know FM in CA inter, CFA level 1 is going to be easy. No, that is not the case. Some topics will be easy. Yes. All topics will be easy. No. Some topics will definitely be easy. Things like ratio analysis, financial statement analysis, those all will be easy. But, when it comes to bonds or, derivatives and all of that, some portions may be easy, but some portions you will have to learn afresh. I hope I've answered your question, Jagdishwaran. Next is Paras Shah. After Paras, I will come to Rohit Sharma. Paras is saying, I am having 14 years experience in finance and account, more specific way, trade finance, LCBG. Will it be beneficial to me? So again, clarifying this, for whom will this be beneficial? This will be beneficial for people who want to make, careers in banking, finance, investment banking, risk management, portfolio management, mutual funds, then PE funds, so on and so forth. Now you have expertise in trade finance. It will definitely be beneficial to you. Let us say if you want to move Paras into areas like risk management within your organization, within your bank. I don't know which bank you're working, but or you're working in a corporate. If you want to move into risk management, or if you want to move into forex management, or if you want to move into treasury, where you work specifically on raising money, borrowing money, deploying money, this will definitely be useful. So I think it will be very useful. Of course, you have to figure out, please go through the syllabus, please go through syllabus. I do not know your background, so please go through your go through the quantitative method syllabus, go through the finance syllabus, and see whether you think that that is something that suits you, right? Okay, so the next question I'm going to unmute. Who asked? Rohit Sharma, right? Rohit wanted to be unmuted. Yes.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Rohit. Please tell me.
Sir, now I'm going to prepare. I'm going to give an attempt for CMA India inter attempt, sir.
Okay.
If I choose CFA, if I choose CFA, I'm not. I don't want to go to foreign countries. I want to work in India only.
Okay.
Can it will be beneficial for me with CMA with regard to CFA?
No. You're asking CMA with regard to CFA, meaning doing both together or doing one or the other?
One or both together.
No, it will definitely be beneficial, Rohit. So, thing is, CFA, I don't know why there is a perception that CFA is for abroad jobs only. So, CFA, if you do CFA, you will get a lot of jobs in India also. There are tremendous amount of jobs in India. In fact, going abroad, if you have some other plans and are going abroad, then CFA will be useful. But CFA is not a ticket for going abroad. If any of you have that misconception, I will finish CFA, I will get a job abroad. No, that is not the way it works. Okay, there are so many jobs in India which are for CFA. There are jobs abroad also which may ask for CFA qualification, which we have to apply or independently apply for that. It doesn't mean that by doing CFA you will get automatically a job abroad. Okay, that is the first thing I want to clarify. Second thing I want to clarify is, yes, you can do CMA and CFA together. Yes, there are opportunities. There is a lot of scope if you do both of them together, and it will definitely add value. See, because and I'm being frank here. Okay, please don't take me otherwise. In India, with respect to CMA India, again, I'm saying, please don't take offense. I'm saying this in a public platform. Unfortunately, CMA India does not have a great placement mechanism as compared to, let's say, a CA campus. Correct? Would you agree with me, Rohit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
CMA Institute, India CMA Institute does not have a great placement track record as compared to the CA Institute. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in such kind of a scenario, if a qualification like CFA, even if it is level 1 or level 2 on your resume, adds tremendous amount of value for you to your CMA qualification. Right? Because it will help you. See, with pure CMA qualification, it is very difficult to get into, let's say, financial markets or investment bank or anything like that. Whereas if you have CMA and CFA, the doors get opened for you. So I think it definitely adds value. But just that other question that I had, did you finish your BCom or something?
BCom second year, sir. Now I'm pursuing.
So you can write it in the third year. If you're second year now, anyway, you'll be eligible to write this only in May or August, by which time you'll be in third year. You can pursue, if you need to take any permissions from CMA Institute, please go ahead and take. But otherwise, I think there is no problem.
Sir, how many months we have to prepare for the exam, sir?
300 hours. Typically, even if you prepare 2-3 hours a day, it will take you at least 100 to 150 days, which is broadly about 5 months.
For 3 levels, sir. Level 1, level 2.
No. Each level was each level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For each level, we have to prepare 300 hours.
300 hours each, correct.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, did any articleship training it will be in?
So Mamta has also asked the same question. There is no articleship or training required. So unlike, I think CS or CMA also have this thing. No, you first finish all the exams. Then if you want, want to be recognized as a CMA, then you have to do that 1 year training after you finish exams. Also, you can do. There is something like that, right?
No, sir. After CMA Inter, we have to do 1 year of articleship training.
So I think earlier it was there in CMA. So what in CFA case, right? What you need to do is you can finish the exams first. Parallelly or after finishing the exams, you need to have some 4,000 hours of work experience in a related industry, a related company where you are working in treasury or risk management or financial markets or so on and so forth. That is basically your job only. No need for any separate training. Your normal job. Okay. Now what happens is, if when you finish all 3 levels, you are called as a CFA Level 3 pass. When you finish these 4,000 hours of, when you show them that I've worked for 4,000 hours across, the industries which CFA Institute agrees, you will then be given something called as a charter. Once you get the charter, it is like the membership. Then you can call yourself as a CFA. Till then, you call yourself as a CFA Level 3 pass. Now, is there any difference for jobs between level 3 pass and a charter holder? At the early stages of your career, there is no problem. At later stages of the career, anyway, you will not have an issue because you would have already got the relevant work experience. Will articleship be considered as work experience? If you have worked on, let us say, financial services industry, let's say you have been auditing banks, especially their risk management function, or if you have been auditing stockbrokers, or if you have been working on elements like, which are related to the financial markets, you can try. But pure income tax audit, GST audit, statutory audit, internal audit, they are not considered as relevant work experience. Anyway, this work experience is not such a major thing. If you are CFA Level 3 pass, you will automatically get a job in the financial services industry, after which anyway those 4,000 hours you will anyway acquire over a 2-3 year period, and you will you will automatically get it. So it is not much of a concern. I don't think you guys should be anyway concerned with this. Now there is somebody who's asking me a question, Swastik Sharma. Your question is responded, Rohit?
Sir, another question from me, last question. Sir, can you share the details of the fee structure in the Indian rupees?
Yes, I will share. Just give me a second. I will share.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I will share. Just hold on. Now, Swastik Sharma, can you tell what do we have to give fees again if you fail in any level of CFA? Yes. So CFA is one exam where there are no exemptions, there are no considerations and all that. So if you are from a recognized university with whom they have tie-up, just like some of the IIMs and all, they have tie-up, in which case your exam fee may be lower. But otherwise, everybody has to pay the same exam fee. They also give scholarships. So you have to apply for a scholarship, write an essay and all of that, in which case they will give you scholarship. Otherwise, every time you fail the exam, you have to pay the fees all over again. And the fees is not a small amount. Okay. Early registration fee is $900. Standard registration fee is $1,200. So $900 is $75,000. $1,200 is close to $1 lakh. So if you fail the exam, you will have to pay 80,000 to 1 lakh again, which is why a lot of people ensure that they study hard, they take coaching. See, what is my coaching fees? My coaching fees will be some 40,000, whereas your exam fees is 80,000-90,000. So if you fail once, you have to pay 80,000-90,000 all over again, which is why a lot of people, they necessarily take coaching to ensure that they succeed in the exam in the first attempt. I will show you the fee detail. Just hold on. Can you tell, do we have to give fee? Yeah. I'm just sharing that. Just hold on, you guys. I hope this is visible. Is it visible to everyone? Please respond by chat. Yes, visible. So this is the fees. So first time when you register for CFA, you have to pay the CFA registration fees, which is $350, and the enrollment fees for exam. So if you are registering 6 months before the exams, then you pay $350 plus $900, which makes it $1,250. Let us say you're registering 3 months before the exam, or between 6 and 3 months before the exam, you pay $350 plus $1,200, which is $1,550. So first time what you end up paying is 1 lakh to 1,24,000, and our coaching fee is hardly 40,000 or so. Right. Then second level is again $900 to $1,200, depending on when you choose to register. Okay. So you pay, 70,000 to 90,000, 96,000, whatever the range is. And again, our fee will be there. So on an overall basis, right, total cost of the course will be 4 to 4.5 or 5 lakhs. It is between 4 to 5 lakhs. This is include all 3 levels, assuming you pass the first time, and coaching fee by us for all 3 levels put together. Okay. So this is 4 to 5 lakhs broadly, and it is over that 18-month period or so. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, this is a very expensive course and so on and so forth. I wish to, make some 2 or 3 points here to you. If you take CA or, any of the courses like that, or even an MBA for that matter, your exam, the institute, ICA institute fees may be less, but your coaching fees for a foundation will be some 30,000. For CA inter will be some 60-70,000. For CA final will be another 1 lakh. Okay. And then you can do this CFA, you can do either when you're studying or while doing a job also. And CFA level 1 students also get a good kind of placement, not placement, good kind of jobs. Why? Because when you put CFA level 1 along with any other degree in your resume, it signals to your potential employer that you are very interested in financial markets. So if you know, I'll actually take you through this other slide here, which just a sec, where there is a slide here, expected salaries. So for a fresher, after clearing level 1 or level 2, the salary is between 4 to 9 lakhs. Now, when I say fresher here, this is a BCom person. Okay. And level 3 pass candidates, again, only BCom is 8 to 10 lakhs. If you are a CA or an MBA plus CFA level 3, your starting salary will be 15 lakhs. Okay. This is something that I want to highlight to all of you. Okay. Then one more thing, we have just, somebody asked about this high, failing and all of that stuff, right? So please note, we have something called as a pass protection scheme, what we offer in along with Kaplan. What we do is, if you have attempted all the multiple choice questions, what we've given, I think there is some percentage, 85, 80 or 90% of the multiple choice, or 75, I think 75% of multiple choice questions, plus you have watched all our videos, okay? And you've written the exam. There is, as I said, there is very high likelihood that you will pass, 95%. If you still don't pass, then we will give you free coaching till the next attempt. And this is available only once, by the way. Okay. So we will give you free coaching. We will give you access to all our videos. We'll give you access to, Kaplan, everything. Whatever is there, we'll give you access free of cost. As long as you meet the requirement that you have to finish, 75 to 80% of the MCQs, and you have to watch all our videos. If you do that, we are so certain that you will pass, that if you don't pass, we will give you free extension till the next attempt. Okay, sir, can we skip an attempt if not prepared well for the attempt? So this is Swastika Sharma. You can skip, but if you pay the money, then the money is lost. Okay, if you pay exam fee, you cannot postpone the exam. There is no, I paid now, let me take the exam later, wo sab nahi chalega. If you have paid, you have to write the exam. If you don't write, the money is lost. Okay, then fee will not be transferable. That is what I explained. Then, yeah. So next one. Yeah, I think I've answered all the questions. How many chance that I get if I apply for scholarship and get scholarship? What is that? How many chance? Acha, what is the chance? I don't know. See, typically they give out scholarships for probably 5%, 10% of the people who are doing. They don't give it out to everybody. If they give it out to everybody, then it is no longer scholarship, right? So typically, my understanding is it is between 5 to 10% of the people they give scholarship. You can check out the CFA Institute website. The website is called cfainstitute.org. I'm typing it here, cfainstitute.org. Okay, you can go to their website, go register. No need to pay the money. Even before paying the money, you can go and check what is the process for getting a scholarship. What you have to submit some essays, you have to give some details about your academic performance, so on and so forth. And then there is a high chance that you may get the scholarship. But as I said, broadly 5 to 10%. It depends on the institute, right? Okay, what else? Let me go back to a different thing. What I was discussing. Yeah, so this is what we were discussing, your questions. So just to let you know, before we move further, we have already started the classes. We have already started the classes for level 1. First class happened last Sunday. Backup of that class will be available for people who are registering today or tomorrow or next few days. Second class is scheduled for tomorrow. That backup will also be available. Now, if you see here, this 40,000 or 41,000 is the cost for May exam or August exam. The cost is very, the difference between May and August is only 1,000. It is specifically because we want this is the initial time during which when we have launched, and actual cost of the course is double of this. We are actually, because this is the first time we are doing this, we are giving it at a 50% discount. Going forward, obviously the prices are bound to increase. We want more and more of IndigoLearn students to actually enroll in this particular course, which is why we are coming with this. Now, somebody's asked me a question. I'm already earning some X number. Okay, I will not disclose the number. I'm earning X number. Will it give me a hike in package? Yes, Paras, it will give you a hike in package, specifically because if you are working in a bank or a large corporate, I don't know where you're working, wherever you're working, and I'm pretty much sure that you already have a degree, whether it is BCom or probably if you have a CA or any other professional qualification, This additional qualification will give you hike in package specifically because not because just because you've got a qualification, somebody will come call you and say, take this hike. No, that will not. Corporate and you're working in a corporate and you're an MBA, correct? So the reason why you will get a hike in package is your skills will change. Why will your skills change? You will be able to understand the financial markets better. You will be able to work in new related areas like treasury, or you'll be able to work in areas like risk management, forex. If you're in trade finance, I'm pretty much sure that you have international foreign currency LCs and all of that. You will not be probably if you're just working on LCs, you'll be able to understand the international trade better. You will be able to understand how the forex market works, what are the factors, how the interest rates affect the forex market, and so on and so forth. Right. So I'm pretty much sure that you will be able to get a package hike, not because of the degree, but because of the skills that you will take up. Now, Rohit Sharma asked me a question. Can I take admission next year? No, you need not wait for next year, Rohit Sharma, for admission. You please take the admission. I mean, if you are thinking that, you want to take admission next year because of CFA and all of that, I don't think that is required, because you can start your coaching and you can apply to the CFA Institute, and then you can go to the CA Institute, because anyway you will be writing the exams after your BCom is over. So it is not at all a matter of concern, right? At least that is my suggestion. Then Mamta has asked me a question: is it advisable to do CA with CFA, or should I do after CA? So my suggestion is do CFA along with CA, for one simple reason, that a lot of us, including me as a chartered accountant, a lot of CA students, when their resumes go out to potential employers, there should be something unique in your resume. My resume had very little unique stuff. I mean, I used to do some bit of quizzing, or I participated in some competition. But when I look for resumes, right, when I recruit and I get a resumes, most of them are very, very standard, resumes where some academics, one or two hobbies, and nothing else beyond that. CFA degree or CFA level 1 will add value even in your CA campus placement. See, even in your CA campus placement, when you submit your resume to a potential employer and you say CFA level 1, the employer suddenly will say, this guy or girl, whoever it is definitely interested in the markets. CA as it is a tough course. Along with that, they took up another tough course like CFA, and they've cleared level 1. So they have an intent to study further. They have an intent to work in the markets. And hence, I should, definitely give consideration to this candidate for shortlisting. Once it is shortlisted, in the interview also, you can direct the interview. I don't know how many of you know this. Interviews are to be navigated and directed by the interviewee, not by the interviewer. See, typically what happens in an interview, what will the interviewer say? Who are you? What is this? What are your hobbies? I see that you have studied this. What do you know? What are the topics? So you can take up CFA level 1 topics, and then you can navigate the interview in which direction you want. So CFA level 1 or level 2 qualification will give you that extra leverage in interview, and more additional points for you to talk, right? So which is why my suggestion is always do it with CFA. Then Paras is asking, is it better to do CFA or FRM? See, one thing, Paras, FRM is also equally good. But the issue between CFA and FRM is CFA actually has slightly more diverse application than FRM. CFA allows you to get into equity markets, debt markets, forex markets, portfolio management, mutual fund, treasury, trade finance, not much trade finance, mostly treasury, right? FRM is very, very specific to risk. FRM is totally risk. So what happens is you're making a decision to go only into that risk management function, right? Whereas CFA opens up slightly more. See, obviously FRM has deep risk management aspects. CFA does not go so deep into risk management, right? But CFA covers up a lot more variety of areas which can actually give you access to, take your career to the next level. See, at some point in your life, let's say you want to become a CFO, right? Because you're in finance function. Now, CFA will give you that, bird's eye view of what happens in finance, what is the investor's outlook and all of that. FRM will not allow you to do that. FRM will say, if you do FRM, you become purely restricted to the risk management function. So I would strongly suggest that if you are already an MBA, you should look at a course that will broaden your horizons rather than narrow your horizons. Okay, that is my suggestion. But obviously, if you do CFA and FRM both, it is brilliant. But otherwise, if you want to stick to purely risk management function, go to FRM. If you want to broaden your horizons, I still think that CFA is a much better function, much better qualification. Then Rohit Sharma is asking, Can we, by doing job, can we have chance to apply for CFA Level 2? Yes, during the job also you can prepare for CFA. It is not that you have to do it only with when you are pursuing education. You can do it when you're doing job also you can do, and so on and so forth. It is not much of a concern. I hope I've answered your question, Rohit, whatever I've understood. Right. If I have not answered, please raise your hand and I will unmute and you can ask further. You've given a thumbs up, so you've understood. Okay. Okay. So, okay, guys, I have answered all the questions that have come up to me so far. Any further questions, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to assist you because, Saturday evening, there are some football matches going on. A lot of us have, other agenda. So if you don't have any further questions, we'll wind it up. And as I said, we are starting our classes. Only the first class is over. Second class is scheduled tomorrow. If any of you wish to enroll in CFA, please reach out to our team. You can reach out to us at this number 9640111110, or you can reach out to our website onefin.in/CFA, and me and my team, most of us will be available to assist you, guide you, help you, whatever. Right. So I wish you, all the very best and looking to see a lot of you enroll for our CFA course. Okay. Chalo, I'll wind up this session here. All the very best, guys.